this hour. Lessons learned from the missing airliner. Why is it that we can't keep track of all of the airplanes?
They got nothing. They're just grasping now at this point.
Let's bring in our panel to talk about today's dramatic developments. Mark Weiss is...
We could just have a show of hands. How many of you think that CNN's coverage of the disappeared flight has been excessive? How many of you think there's been too much? Wow, that's pretty much everybody, isn't it? 60 people representing 3 NGOs protested against the American embassy in Kuala Lumpur, saying that CNN and Fox specifically have been excessive in their coverage and suggesting...
Självklart handlar morgonens journalistiklektion här på George Washington University om den bevakning som kantrat över till en besatthet, eller kanske mer, en jakt på tittarsiffror.
While Kiev was burning, while Caracas was burning, they were covering this plane.
With this wall-to-wall coverage, when you run out of actual news to report, it turns into entertainment. And American news has always been so rooted in entertainment.
Föreläsningen handlar om hur en nyhet byggs upp.
Right, back to the search for flight 370.
Och vad kunde väl passa bättre?
Is there something uniquely American about the CNN coverage?
The assumption here is that even though our government's completely dysfunctional, that after weeks we'd inevitably get to the bottom of this. And because Malaysia hasn't, it just confirms our stereotypes that Malaysia's like a third world country, a banana republic of sorts.
So now it does seem like they pronounce it, it's a criminal investigation.
Med fjärrkontrollen som en tvål i handen har vi sappat frenetiskt mellan de amerikanska nyhetskanalerna och nästan alltid hamnat mitt i samma bevakning. Det är diskussioner, teorier och gissningar.
Once again with us.
Finns det ett övernaturligt svar eller var det terror som gjorde att flight MH370 försvann från radarn? För inte kan det väl ha varit en enda stor tragisk olycka.
I think that a lot of it is driven by desire for bigger audiences. I think that Americans are fascinated by this. It seems to resemble science fiction. It seems to resemble all kinds of espionage stories and other kind of pulp fiction tales. So I think that that's one reason it resonates.
I think that's such an important part of journalism, is covering the stories that need to be covered and not how people, will tune into it.
I'm hopeful that they have some information that we don't know that's
CNN har nästan fördubblat sina tittarsiffror den senaste tiden. Men efter 27 ovissa dagar undrar man om det finns en enda fråga kvar att ställa just nu.
I think that in order to fully process this story, we need to kind of all cool down as a culture and as a society and really take time to let developments come in.
I used to have the Twitter notifications for CNN come to my phone and give me the vibrate, and I had to switch to another thing because CNN, every hour on the hour, they'd have something breaking. And yeah, it's new news. I don't think it's breaking news, though.
Does this story, what would you say about this one? Does this one have a sense of an ending? Is this ever going to end?
I personally think that there will be an ending one day, but it'll be in about 3 or 4 years after an investigation is complete and the story falls out of the news cycle. And when that end actually comes, I highly doubt it's going to get really any major coverage at all.
There have been plenty of developments today in the case of missing Malaysia Airlines Flight 370.